Hi, everybody. This is the week 6 overview. There is no class tonight. Today is July 4th. It's Independence Day. The college is closed. We do not have in-person class. With that said, we still have week 6 material that we need to be covering. So I want to go over that with you today so that you know what to expect in the week ahead. So if we scroll down to weekly folders, week 6 is July 4th through July 11th. The first thing you'll see is the agenda. So the first thing is reminding you that there is no class tonight. And then the assignments this week are basically viewing lectures and finishing up that final project, part 2, the rough draft of that. And that's really all you have to do other than begin reviewing for the test that will be given in week 7 that covers chapters 3 through chapter 7. I would like you to go back to, I think it was week 2 or week 3, where I gave you the honor lock practice assessment, and please try that out to make sure that you're going to be able to take the test this week. And then we have 3 homework assignments, and that's it. So, this will give you more time to work on your part 2 of your project and to start reviewing for that test. So no other extra assignments. If you scroll down, you'll see I have the readings. And then if you look at the videos and lectures, we have the blank notes and the filled notes for 2 lectures this week. The first one is normal distribution with our guru. It's, I believe, 55 minutes long and in total, and then central limit theorem with our guru, and I think that one's only 27 minutes. So we're looking at less than an hour and a half of lecture videos that you need to watch this week. So that's not a lot of time that you have to put into that at all. It even gives you time to rewatch them if you need to. All right, so after you view those lecture videos, the next thing we have is the assignments. So the first assignment will look very similar because it's the same exact thing that was here last week. It is working on part 2 of the project. Make sure you have had turned in your data set along with the repository you found it in. Some of you guys didn't tell me that part, and I had to go looking for it. So repository you found it in, plus the data set and any research questions you might be interested in answering. Make sure that you turn that in to me and that you got a grade for it. Make sure you read over any comments that I gave you there, and then you can start on this. Hopefully you started on this last week. This is part 2 of the project. This is where we're analyzing our data using graphs, number summary, and that kind of thing. And it's not just creating those, because honestly you can create all 3 of those, and I say 3 because I want you guys to do at least 2 graphs. So 2 graphs and a number summary, you can do that. Each one of those things will take you less than 30 seconds to do each one. That is not a big deal. What's more important is that you can provide descriptions and commentary on what these show, and more than just, basics. Oh, look, the bar goes this high, this bar goes this high. More than that, you want to talk about how spread out the data is. You want to talk about outliers. You want to talk about shape. Anything that we've learned in the class this far, that's what you want to put into it. So again, the exploratory data analysis section is worth 30 points. You want to do a number summary and at least 2 graphs. And then if you're interested in any of the qualitative variables, you need to create a frequency table for that. And then I have 19 videos in an Our Guru playlist that have short videos that kind of tell you how to do each of these things. And some of these things I have included in lecture videos that you've already viewed, but this is a shorter format so that you can quickly get to that information as you need it. And then below that, you'll see the review for test 2, chapters 3 through 7. So if you click on this, it'll take you to the review for the exam that will be given in week 7, and you can start preparing for that. Now, this is optional, but it is strongly, strongly, strongly encouraged. And that's basically it for the week. Oh, other than homework, and you'll see there's only 3 assignments. And I don't think they will take you very long to do once you learn how to use the technology. Now, anything that says technology calculator, and I know Newton gives feedback involving a TI calculator, we are using our Guru friends. So you'll have a calculator that basically looks like this, where you enter a couple things, mean, standard deviation, and a couple other things you have to put in there, but it honestly doesn't take you very long to do at all. And then you hit the preview button and then you're done. So it's actually quite easy to use our Guru rather than the calculator that that Newton has you using. So that is the technology we're using. We're using our Guru. We're not using the TI calculator. I told everyone not to buy a calculator. When you've been in class, I've not seen anyone with those calculators. So any work that you show for the test that's coming up next week should not be TI calculator work. It shouldn't be, because we're not using that. It should be work from our Guru. So make sure you're watching these videos and learning how to use our Guru. And I promise you're going to like this week, because you don't have to put in full data sets. You just need a couple. You got to put in 3 numbers usually. You got to put in a mean, you got to put in a standard deviation, and then some other number. And that is it. It's very quick, and it's very user friendly. So definitely watch those videos. Don't ignore them. And like I said before, there's not much to the videos this week. It's basically an hour and a half of your time. So definitely watch those. And send me any questions that you have. Send me any questions that you have about part 2 of the project. And that's it. That's it for the week. And then we will meet next week on the 11th. We do have class on the 11th. And we will do several practice activities where we are reviewing what we did this past week, the binomial distributions, and what you are learning this week, which is normal distributions and central limit theorem. And if we have time, we'll go back and do that Titanic activity that we did not get a chance to do last week when we were in class. So potentially 3 activities, and also time for us to work on like lab time to work on homework and work on projects, which I really encourage you guys to stay for that when we have it. All right, that's all from me. Have a great holiday. Enjoy your week. I look forward to seeing your questions.